OCD is not about being neat and organized, and it's not about liking things a certain way. OCD is also not an anxiety disorder or a mood disorder. So what is OCD? Obsessive-compulsive disorder is a neuropsychiatric disorder, meaning it is a disorder of the brain that directly affects behavior. More specifically, OCD is a heterogeneous neuropsychiatric disorder. This means there are multiple ways OCD can present, involving different symptom patterns in multiple genetic and neurobiological pathways. Because of this complexity, OCD does not look the same in everyone, and treatment outcomes can vary significantly from person to person. The main brain circuit involved in OCD is the corticostriato-thalamocortical circuit, or CSTC loop. The CSTC loop is crucial for motor control, reward processing, habit formation, and cognitive functions like decision-making. In people with OCD, this loop becomes overactive and fails to shut off properly. For example, after completing an action like picking up a pen or locking a door, a typical brain sends a signal that the task is finished. In OCD, that task completion signal is weakened. As a result, actions don't register as finished, correct, or complete at the neural level. This causes behaviors to repeat, hesitate, or feel stuck. Instead of transitioning smoothly to the next behavior, the brain remains locked in a monitoring state. Behavior becomes guided by error correction instead of intention. Additionally, people with OCD get obsessions, which are intense, intrusive thoughts involving images and sensations generated by the same failure of completion signaling. These obsessions are very distressing, causing sufferers to feel extreme discomfort or anxiety. To relieve this discomfort, people with OCD do compulsions, which are often repetitive behaviors, but they can look differently. People with OCD spend at least an hour doing compulsions every day in mild cases of OCD, but many sufferers spend all day doing compulsions. It's important to understand that compulsions are not voluntary habits. Their motor response is driven by persistent error signaling. Neurobiologically, once an intrusive thought or wrongness signal is generated, activity increases in the supplementary motor area, premotor cortex, and primary motor cortex, which are responsible for preparing and initiating action. At the same time, the basal ganglia, particularly the striatum, fail to properly inhibit these motor programs. Instead of suppressing unnecessary actions, the striatum allows repetitive motor sequences to be released. Millions of children and adults live with OCD every day, and for many, the disorder can be severe and life-threatening. This is why it is critical to understand the underlying biology of OCD and to recognize its symptoms, risk factors, and genetic influences early. But the good news is by watching this video, you're now a little bit more educated about OCD.